Hi, Aquarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome in all of my videos. I'm going to ask my spirit guides today for thoughts and feelings of the person that you may be thinking of. What are their intentions? Where is this connection headed? What may be happening next? Anything spirit wants to share with me. So take with you what connects to you and leave the rest for everybody else. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. So grateful that you are here with us today. Let's call in our guides. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you need us to hear? What is it that you want us to know? I am listening for you now. Playing games. Tic-tac-toe. Okay, tic-tac-toe. I have divine timing. I have in love. And I have a breakthrough. And I have a walk a mile in my shoes. Okay. Trust at the bottom of my deck. So what's coming into me is we are in love with each other. We both know that we are, but why are we fighting these feelings, Spirit? Okay, so it's maybe we just feel like we can't have what we want. Maybe somebody isn't giving us what we want. The playing games is, Spirit, what do you need to tell me about the playing games? I'm not ready for this, is how they're saying. So without them saying, I'm not ready for this, or I wasn't ready for this, they're delaying it. They are trying to stall it. Something like that. Let's see what the cards are saying. I wasn't ready for this. And they're saying commitment at the bottom of my deck. I wasn't ready for a commitment. And maybe the other person is saying, you know, put yourself in my shoes. And what would you do? You know, put yourself in my shoes. I'm in love with you. You're in love with me. And you are kind of like putting me in limbo. Okay. So this limbo, of course, limbo never works because you always feel like somebody's got one foot in, one foot out. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Two of Swords. Somebody's going to make a decision. I have a Devil. Trust issue. I have a Seven of Cups. I have a King of Wands. So I do feel that I definitely am in love with you. We could have had a trust issue in this connection. We could have had keeping their options open, and we're having we're having arguments over that, and they may be saying, I'm not keeping my options open, I'm just not committing to it. I promised you right from the beginning that that's not what I wanted. But I do feel that I'm struggling with, who are you with? Who are you talking to? Is there somebody else? And it could just be insecurity, or it could be that you have evidence that, you know, you call them and they don't return your call right away, or they usually call you at a certain time and they didn't. It's like inconsistencies that are dropping the ball. So this feeling of they've got to make up their mind, because it's making you feel insecure. And you're not an insecure person. That's not what I'm saying. You can be very secure in other areas of your life. But when somebody is not making you feel like you know where you stand with them because they don't know what they want, then, you know, are you supposed to just sit around and wait for them to figure it out? Are you supposed to just sit around and ignore the feelings that you're in love with this person, or that they're in love with you, or they've told you they're in love with you, and now they're pulling back, or they're giving, you know, sending off weird vibes of some kind? You know, those are all playing games with your emotions. They're saying the bottom line is trust issues, that it's deep down inside. It's either somebody's been really hurt on one side or the other, and I'm just struggling with trust. Can I trust you? I have a 10 of Cups. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have an Ace of Wands. Okay, and I have Strength. So it almost felt like I just want to say I want more. I want more stability. I want a happy home with you. I can see a future with you. I want you to want the same things. I'm not going to beg you, okay? I'm not going to chase you. I want you to come to me and say, I want that too, honey. And when they don't do that, it makes you feel like you're not going to have this. It makes you feel like you're wasting your time or you're waiting indefinitely. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but it's not happening right now. So it makes you feel like you're not the most important thing in their life, or they're not putting you first, or that it might never happen. And how long are you supposed to wait? So this Knight of Pentacles is looking at a map. And I guess I want to say that we need to have some kind of plan. You know, if they have it in their head that they just don't want to commit to anything right now, but it doesn't mean that they won't do it in the future, then maybe that's something you can live with. You know, like maybe in a year from now, we can talk about living together. I'm just not there yet. Okay. Maybe in 2 years from now, we can talk about marriage. I'm just not there yet. You know, so then at least you have some kind of plan. You have some kind of timeline, so that when a year comes or 2 years come and these things still aren't happening and nothing moves forward and nothing is talked about, you can say, well, last year we said we were going to talk about it about this time, you know, so here we are. But when you have this kind of infinite open timeline, you know, it makes you feel like, how much time am I supposed to put into this with the unknown? So we need some answers. We do. We need somebody to let us know how they're feeling. I do feel like we love each other. I do. I think that we are genuinely in love with each other. I'm just asking Spirit. So, you know, what's the problem? I'm going to say that somebody has bad examples. Okay. Everybody around them was divorced. Everybody around them, they came from a single family. They never had good role models. They don't see any reason to be in a commitment. Why do we need to be in a commitment? We love each other, you know, and that's true for some people, but some people, they, you know, you want that security, for whatever reason. So it is a sense of we are maybe on a different page. And that's something that we have to really think about. We do love each other. What is your intuition? Your intuition is going to guide you in this connection. I have a Death card. So my fear is that we're on a different path. Now, we don't have to go down that path. We don't have to go down that path if it's going to end because I'm not getting what I want. It means that you're just not there yet. So we have to work towards the same goal. We have to want the same things. But this feeling of living in limbo is kind of hard. I have an Ace of Cups with a pearl inside. So you are the gem. And I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that, you know, you can be with anybody. I do feel like they see something in you that's special. This intuition within inside of you, this guiding light, the way that you think about yourself, the way that you feel about yourself. Okay, you could be really self-confident. You could be a very spiritual person, and you're very loving and you're very caring. And there's a lot of people that would love to be with you. So don't forget that. Don't forget that. You know, the last thing you're going to do is allow somebody to string you along, especially for a long time, because it's not what they want. Okay. So you kind of want the same thing. But I do feel this. I do feel the love. I do feel like you're a gem. And I guess I want to remind you that you're a gem. I want to remind you that, you know, there's a lot of people that would love you. There's a lot of people that would care about you. So It's going to be up to you to decide, you know, how long, if at all, you're going to wait for somebody. So somebody's fighting these feelings for some reason. I wasn't ready for this, is what Spirit said. I wish we could be together right now. So do they want to be with you? Yes. They're confused, Spirit's saying now. I'm asking, why are they confused? I've never felt like this before. It's a big step. Okay, I'm in agreement with it's a big step. Maybe they've always just dated people, and they never really committed their heart to somebody, or they never said, I want to be in a very, you know, deep connection with somebody. It's deeper than they normally feel. It's a big step. There's something about it's a big step. Okay, so the next level, whatever the next level is, it's a big step for them. So if you've been married, but they never have been, and they are holding back and they're worried about it because it's a big step for them. So that would be kind of an example. I can't wait to fall asleep in your arms. I want to live with you. Maybe that's one of us is thinking that. I want to be with you. I want to wake up to you. I want to go to bed to you. You are the most beautiful thing I keep in my heart. So I don't feel like it has anything to do with anybody else. It's not like I'm keeping my options open. I'm not looking for something better. I feel that I'm just having a hard time with that next big step, whatever the next big step is in this connection. You will hear from me soon. Having some time to think. Okay. You and I will always be unfinished business. I feel like I want to say I've been here before with you. I either have had some kind of repeat cycle with you already. It could be I'm feeling a past life recycle, that we've done this in a past life. So there is this kind of fighting these feelings. When are they going to stop fighting? When are they going to stop fighting? When the time is right, I will be with you. So they're waiting for what? You know, the skies to open up with rainbows and they feel better. I'm planning my move. Okay, so they're thinking about it. We will be together soon. Oh, here we go. I can't fight this feeling anymore. That is where we need to get to. We need to get to the place where they stop fighting, that they admit their feelings, that they accept their feelings, and they're grateful and not scared of these feelings, that this is a good thing that we love each other. This is a good thing that they found somebody who we can take it to the next level. And we're not always out there searching for the next best thing. So if this person can't fight these feelings anymore, I'm going to say that's a really good place to be. That feels good. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Fool. Are they ready to give in? Are they ready to give in? Okay. I have an Ace. They give in with an offer. They give in, they come forward, they say, you're right. I've been holding back. I'm crazy. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm scared of. There's nothing to be scared of. You're great. I love being with you. Why am I fighting these feelings with this Five of Swords? I don't want to fight anymore. The Five of Swords is all about the battle is over. That soldier's running around the field and gathering the swords to put them in the boat, and the Six of Swords, and move on. So it's a feeling of, I don't want this battle to be, I want this battle to be over. And I do want you to feel more secure. That could be, you know, they love you, they care about you, and they know this is upsetting to you. And I have, whoa, look at this, a Two of Cups and a Justice card. Now, whether they're ready to say, I'm going to marry you someday, they may not. But they may say, hey, if this continues the way it's going and we're happy in a few years from now, then we can talk about something like that. Okay, let's see where we're at. Let's see if that's something that we want in the near future. It's not off the table. Like maybe you just need to hear it's not off the table, that, you know, the person who says to you, I will never get married. I will never get married. Well, if getting married is important to you, then that's not the person you should be with. So, but if they're open to, let's see where we feel in a few years from now, because I've got that Justice card and I've got that two of Cups, that's saying you're a perfect match for me. We have a lot in common. I could see us together. I could see us being committed together. So it's not off the table, is what I want to say. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. I can't stop thinking about you. You don't think about everybody. So the person who comes into your life that you can't get out of your mind, that they're driving you crazy, that you're obsessing over, you have to stop and think, what is it about this person that is consuming me? There's something different about you that's consuming them. I dream about holding you and kissing you. I can't wait to hold you. I can't wait to hold you all night long. I can't wait to kiss you goodnight and kiss you in the morning. I'm recovering from a past or karmic situation. So maybe that's the feeling of I can't jump into anything right now. I'm just, I'm still wounded. I'm still hurt. If you knew how I feel, I am afraid you would find me obsessive. So you can see this energy of I can't stop thinking about you. And it's triggering within them this feeling of why? What is it about this person? What is it about this person? And then they take it one step further and say, well, then if I'm so excited about this person and so interested in this person, why am I pushing it away? Why am I fighting these feelings? And then that's when the acceptance comes in. And that's where they say, well, let me give it a shot. Let me give this a real try. Let's see where this goes. And that's where almost they, I don't know if it's they break down or you break in, or they let down their guard and they finally admit to themselves, I'm not going to fight these feelings anymore. Good. I want to get close to you. I want to be closer to you. Because you're going to push them away. At some point, you're going to say, you don't want the same thing that I want. You have to want the same thing. You have to feel like you're headed in the same direction. I really love you, but I don't know how to speak about my emotions. So there's that other part, like you don't share with me what you're thinking, and I'm not a mind reader, and I can't tell, where we're going to be in 5 years, and that's upsetting to me. Yes, I'm happy today, but I also want to have a sense of my own future, and there's nothing wrong with that. A general sense. You don't have to know like specifically, but a general sense that if everything's going well, this person isn't going anywhere. I feel the burn of passion for you. So they are obviously very, very attracted to you. I feel this is genuine. I feel like this is genuine, unconditional love. And that's where we want to get to. I want to be able to trust this love. I want you to trust my love for you and vice versa. And we had a trust issue going on. And again, it's some kind of big step for somebody. Like, this is a big step for me. I've never lived with anybody before. We're talking about living together. That would be a big step. Okay. So it's something that is very important to talk about. But the good news is I feel like some kind of guard, some kind of breakthrough, some kind of guard, and they just finally, I guess, let go of the fight and say, I have nothing to lose. Everything is going my way. Everything is good. Why am I pushing this away? So that would be the good news. I'm going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words and comments. I'm very, very grateful. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Also, check out my other two channels, my YouTube channel for pick a cards and my YouTube channel for Twin Flame Soulmates, which has more no contact, low separation readings, things like that. I hope that you enjoyed today's reading, and I will see you all again real soon. Bye-bye.